girls, how you doing? Let's do another pick a card, and today is going to be what are they missing. Wow. So that means that obviously you're not in communication, you're not together, you ever been together, but they had a kind of taste of what it could have been. So what do they miss? And let's try not to be triggered by this subject. I always find interesting question all the time. Yes, Axelle, you do. So stay cool, right? It's just tarot, right? 1, 2, 1, 2. So what are they missing? The Lovers, the Empress, the Nine of Pentacles, Holy Mother God. Well, they're missing what you represent, the whole shebang, you know, the idea of you being, you know, the full thing, you know, you have 4 queens, or even if you're a male, doesn't matter, you know, that feeling of being earthy, grounded, you saying what it is, you saying the truth, you don't take any kind of gloves, you just also extremely loving or extremely caring, and you have so much love to give, and maybe they don't have access to that love anymore, and it hurts. You have that warm personality, very warm personality, very giving, but at the same time you very much know where you stand. You know who you are, what you want and what you don't want. Okay, that clarity, they miss that. Because as well, you are someone very real. Maybe they are surrounded by people interested in money or kind of status. You don't care. Maybe when you met them, I mean, probably you didn't even know who they were. And you were like, whatever, you know. And that's it. You talk your truth. That's refreshing. The thing is, what they miss as well is the fact that you inspire them how to open the heart despite hardship. You know, you went through a lot, your life being quite difficult. You don't become an empress, you know, having a cup of tea and a biscuit, as I like to say, but you maintain an open heart. And you work really hard and you succeed, you know, in every new adventure you follow, you make it happen. You're very resilient, resourceful, and that is a huge inspiration for them. But they miss that earthy energy. You know, the pentacle, it's about, of course it can be money, but it's about that sense of longevity, security, a safety net. They know that with you, they know what they're going to get. Maybe, yeah, you're going to speak your mind, but at least you're going to say the truth, right? So they miss that idea of the soulmate. You know, someone you can share everything, someone you can be sitting next to, and that person you don't even need to tell them anything, and you feel at home. That simplicity, that logic, it's kind of what, Axelle? What do you say? You know, when it's just evident. That's what I was trying to come out through. When it's evident to be next to each other. That's it. And you don't need anything else. You don't need to go to fancy places. You don't need to, you know, it's just simple, evident. Yeah. They know with you, it could have been the happy ever after. They probably chose someone else because obviously we have that card as well. That can be the soulmate, but also a third party, obviously. But they thought maybe that person was an easier option, maybe not the better option. And that the thing, with you, it could have been a different dimension. They were scared maybe to go for it, so they went for, or maybe they were in a relationship when they met you, so they stayed put. But with you, it could have been that. It is a heavy weight to carry in your heart. Frustration, you think so? Yeah. Oh yeah. Oof. Ouch, that hurts. I do believe that you had that pain when they decided to go with someone else. You went through the 10 of Swords. That's how you probably became an emperor or an empress. But the problem is now it's their turn. You know, karma is a cow, not to say something else. Axelle. But it's true. Coming back, you know, it's like a boomerang. Boom, that's it, in your face. So now they're feeling the pain. But you went through that pain when they chose somebody else over you. And it's not revenge of anything. It's not what we're doing here. But what I mean is, it hurts, you know. You were there. So, you know, at the end of the day, that's the only way they're going to have that clarity. Because after the 10 of Swords, you have inevitably, that's not easy to say, inevitably, you have an Ace of Swords. So the clarity of the mind. I know what I want and what I don't want. And I, you know, maybe start or want a new start. The thing is, they didn't want to see the truth. They had to make a choice between two. There's not even a question. But, they messed it up. Again, they could have stayed, they decided to stay maybe where they were. And with you, it was too much of a gamble, so they didn't do anything. But now they're receiving, a bit of the the fruit of the, nightmare. But absolutely, now is they're battling it. They're battling it. They have a nostalgia of you. That's why they're missing. They have the nostalgia of pure love. That was pure love. And they know it. But now they have to live with the consequences of their decision. Et voilà. Pile number 2. What are they missing? 8 of Wands, 6 of Swords, Temperance, Holy Mother of God. Yo! What they're missing is how easy it is to communicate with you. It was maybe it's your voice, maybe it's the way you say things, the peace, the tranquility you bring to them. They may be very busy and with their work and all of this, and when they hear your voice, it's kind of everything calmed down. And maybe you just listen to them as well very well. You know how to listen, and you don't judge, and you bring some words of peace and tranquility, and it's just like that moment where you can just pause. How often does that work? The thing is, they have at the moment that really turmoil. They're really missing you terribly, terribly. And you could be, that fix, that quick fix of having that serenity again. You call, you hear the voice, you feel better. But it's not going to be that simple. Because I think a lot of things happen in between, and therefore, unless they make some really strong step forward, very clear, and making some transformation, not even some changes can become back and forth. No, it has to be a transformation. Unless they do that, you will not do anything. So they have to move towards you in a very straightforward, logical way, and for you to actually maybe trust them again. Maybe you're meant to be, though. And they have that feeling they're missing that, because they know you are a completion of themselves, if that makes sense. They feel whole with you, and so you balancing them, the balancing of their emotion, you see, is that communication that bring peace to them. When they're around you, they feel much more harmonious within. So that is that balance, and they also know that you belong to each other. There is something you're supposed to share, you're supposed to meet, because there is something written. And it's beyond, what we know. But they played the wrong kind of game. They stay on the ego. Maybe they're still in the ego right now. It doesn't mean they don't miss you because they don't say anything. No, I mean, the King of Wands is someone very much, as we say in French, paraître. It's all about what you put out there, the mask you wear, what you show to others, but it doesn't always mean that it's the same thing that what you actually feel within, right? Miles away. It's a mask. But what they want to do actually is to move towards you and remove that mask. They're missing that tranquility, that peace with you. So they have to make a choice. They have to leave something behind. They definitely have to leave the storm and move forward. You can't stay where they can't stay where they are. Yeah, they want reconciliation. They miss the love, the purity of your connection. Is I give you my cup, you give me your cup. It's spiritual, emotional, physical, mental, the whole element, the whole beautiful ingredient of pure love. This is love to its purest. So you know what I'm saying? Reconciliation, it has to be. They're missing the purity of your connection, of course. When you have that opportunity to test that, then you can't forget it. So good luck to them, right? On this note, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah, ciao.